What's up? What's up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Pulling the bed hot as balls. It is. Yo, what up? On the way to work out. Y'all know my spot is a ways out, so I figured, like we've done before, a little live stream. It's been a while since I actually live streamed. Been doing a lot of gaming over the weekend. So I haven't been streaming. I haven't been streaming or anything. Just getting some of the grinding out the way because I'm gonna be streaming a lot of Pro-Am stuff for 2K. So I've been like balls deep in that. So I haven't streamed. I just haven't streamed. So what's gonna end up happening? I mean, a little kid probably shouldn't be crossing the street, because she's gonna get hit. But what are you doing, little bro? But anyway, some people's kids, man. I am going to be back to streaming, like real heavy. It's just gonna be a little bit, not a little bit. It's gonna be probably this week. I just again been getting that initial grind out because I'm going to stream Pro-Am. I'm gonna be like streaming all of that stuff. So yeah, I know. You build a character, you gotta grind them, get all the badges and shit. So I've been doing all of that. I got some more videos. Dropped one yesterday. I'm gonna try to get one out today. Or was that yesterday? I don't think I dropped one yesterday. But what day did the? Maybe that was yesterday. No, that wasn't yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday. I don't know. Maybe a video I dropped yesterday. I know I talked about the MCU and their supposed diversity, right? I think that was yesterday. I could be completely wrong. We'll see. Am I excited for any new comics? I don't really pay attention to my release calendar. Like a lot of people are in on like the news and it's like, hey, this in 6 months is gonna be coming out. Like because Marvel or somebody announces it. I don't pay attention to that. So when I do videos on that, and I'm just being completely transparent here. When I do videos on stuff like that, that's because somebody specifically routed it to me. I don't go looking for that stuff. Like I don't pay attention to comic book media. I don't follow like Marvel or DC comics on any social media. Which I mean, what am I should probably, considering my job, but I don't. So the only time I know what's coming out is when people actually contact me and they're like, yo, this is coming out. So I'm like, oh, at that point I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna go check it out and now maybe do a video on it. But other than that, I don't really know. So whatever's on my pull list is just on my pull list. Like, I mean, I spend little. There's no Tuesday that I don't spend under $100 on comics. So on no Wednesday. So I have a bunch for this week. It's nothing I'm particularly excited about. Obviously keeping up with what's going on with Absolute Carnage. I know Moon Knight comic came out. I know Thor has a new comic, King Thor, which it's like whatever. I just kind of got it just to get it. What else is on my shit? And whatever else is coming out this week. Like I say, my stack is like this big. You know what I mean? But you know, an episode of 4K and Seg will drop this week, and I'll be letting you all in on it. So we'll see. Well, this is the longest stoplight of all time. Cowboys won me $500. Did somebody seriously bet against the Cowboys against the Giants? If they did, they deserved $500 to get right up off of them. Absolute Carnage. I mean, it's all right. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, if Venom's your guy, if you like that whole you and Spider-Man, that whole symbiote null type shit, then yeah. I mean, it's okay so far. It's okay. It's okay thus far, right? He got that 500 off a Giants Giant fan. Well, he deserved it. He got exactly what he deserved. He bet against the damn Cowboys. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't even know. Like, dude, my comic book shop, we have a great relationship. They know exactly what I'm gonna be into. And they obviously have my pull list for the week. So as soon as I walk in every Wednesday morning, the guy comes, he grabs grabs a stack of comics, and he just hands them bitches to me. And I flip through them to make sure what I know needs to be there is there. And then I go to no part of that was like, I know King Thor was on it, Moon Knight. There was a couple of, I think that was about it though. That I could think of. That was like an issue 1 that I picked up, maybe like Batman Universe or something like that. But that's really how it goes down. I don't have time. I don't even know what's in the damn stack until I sit my stack down and I'm doing my inventory of what I have for the week, and I set off to the side of what I'm about to read for that week, like what I'm gonna read within the next couple of days, and there's some shit that I ain't gonna read until like fucking a month down the line, or even later. I put that off to, I put it in the box, you know. So that's my process. Can MCU do better by returning to good I mean, yeah, I mean, MCU is on top of the world. There's no like, look, if the MCU falls, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen if it fails. But first, let me say, the MCU, it's their spot to lose. They're in a perfect spot with all movies. Doesn't matter. They have built this glorious universe, and it's their mistakes to make. If that shit fails, it's gonna be 100% on them. However, if it does go down a hill, a hill, you're going to see people that are going to blame it on everything else other than their idiotic mistakes that they made and the direction that they went in. So if they keep introducing these goofy characters as they just let go of the other ones, we know Iron Man's out of it. If they replace She-Thor, or replace Thor with She-Thor, Hulk with She-Hulk, as Miss Marvel, and that's who they have lead the next way, and that shit fails, they're gonna blame misogyny, sexist males. Like, they're gonna blame everybody else other than the fact that they made a mistake in bringing in some of these characters to try to put towards the forefront of their universe. So it's gonna be my fault. Like, remember, according to a lot of these guys, I'm the most toxic YouTuber of all time when it comes to comics. So I'll for sure be getting a lot of the blame, and everybody else, just society in general, because they're going to bring in these goofy characters, and a lot of people may not find them interesting. A lot of people are gonna find them uninteresting. Some will, but a lot of people won't. And then if it fails, some people think that's inevitable. God damn, man, these guys can't drive. But if it fails, it's gonna be everybody else's fault other than them. I gotta get out from behind this truck, yo. I had to reconnect it. But yeah, they're gonna blame misogyny and all this other stuff, and they're gonna say it's their fault, aka our fault, aka my fault, that the universe fell on its head. Can we get reconnected? Damn, okay, we're back. I don't know what that was all about. But yeah, they're gonna blame us. So be prepared for that. I'm long calling that. They're gonna blame me, they'll blame everybody else, but they will not blame themselves. But it's their top spot to lose. I cannot emphasize that enough. It is their top spot to lose. but I see this shit a mile away, or from a mile away rather, in that they are going to blame everybody else aside from their mistakes. Because the way I see it, when you consider some of the characters being introduced, and you look, you read, and I've covered some of this, some of these interviews with some of these executives and screenwriters and the direction that they're trying to take this universe. If you take that into consideration, like, they getting cocky. They're not playing it safe at all. They're getting cocky. They are saying, look, we got this established universe and we can't do no wrong. So rather than just keeping it safe, introducing characters that we know people are going to recognize, characters we know people are going to get behind, instead of doing that, they are choosing to bring in some really goofy ass characters. And that's kind of cocky, bro. Low-key care. It depends on what kind of diversity you're trying to introduce. Like, I always say when they talk about this stuff, like, there's so many original black, female, whatever minority group that you want to throw in there, which a female is not necessarily a minority. Let's just say there's plenty of non-white male interesting characters that they can utilize. And again, that's why it's so stupid when these fools are like, yeah, y'all hate women, or you only mad because there's all these women out. And I'm like, bro, it's not that. It feel like you're talking to a brick wall, because quite often you are, but it has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that they'll bring in a character that is goofy and nobody else asks for, while completely neglecting the one that people ask for. Or they'll just tokenize the characters that already exist, or they use tokenized versions that already exist in terms of the comics, and they'll introduce them instead of just having the original characters that aren't based off of any other character. Like, right? Like Thor. There's no reason for Jane Foster's Thor to be introduced. None. If you wanted an offset version of Thor to be brought in, there's no reason why Jane Foster's Thor should take precedent over Beta Ray Bill. None. There's no reason why that should happen. But they bring in her, just a female version of Thor, right? It's like, that's the problem. That's the problem. Nobody has a black female characters, right? Instead of bringing in black female characters, what do? You bring in, you tokenize Valkyrie, right? So you race change Valkyrie. It's completely nonsensical. And you original black female character, and you fuck her up, Monica Rambeau, for the sake of boosting up, ironically, another white chick in Marvel, or excuse me, Captain Marvel, who literally is a copy of Marvel. So it's like, when you see it, you're like, dude, this is what we're arguing against. It's like, nobody has a problem with female characters, black characters. Nobody has an issue with that. It's just the characters that you're choosing to bring in aren't original. That's it. They're just not original. That's the problem. It has nothing to do with the defaults that these idiotic blue check marks bring up. Like, we say, oh, Jane Foster's Thor fucking sucks, man. And these people are like, y'all hate women. Like, fuck, man. It's like arguing with damn children, man. It really is. It's like arguing with children. Stupid children at that. Golly. Because it's like, nobody makes that argument, right? Nobody is making that argument at all. Nobody. Who the hell is making an argument? And by nobody, I mean nobody of prominence is making that argument. You know, this truck is going way too fast, yo. Because I'm going the speed limit. This motherfucker big as shit. This is how wrecks get caused, asshole. But nonetheless, nobody of prominence, which again, unfortunately, I've become what a lot of these types of comic book fans, which are usually just fans of the MCU or just loser people who just think I'm just the most toxic man in the universe when it comes to comics. What they, instead of addressing the position, right? Instead of addressing the actual position, what they do is take a position nobody has and then argues against that, right? So, of course, the position is not, we don't like, you know, female. That's not the position, right? There's never been the position. Never been. Oh, we're reconnected, my bad. But yeah, what they do is they take that and they're like, okay, this is the position you don't have. I'm gonna argue against that. I'm gonna pretend that you have that position, and I'm gonna argue against that instead of what you're actually saying. So they create these bullshit narratives, right? That, okay, people that don't like Jane Foster's story, or we're not interested in Jane Foster's story, or think the concept of Jane Foster's story is fucking needless, they say, well, y'all hate women. And it's just so stupid that way I have like Misty and you know, Catwoman and Wonder Woman and all these characters I be having in my background, every stream I do, every video I do, all of these characters, female characters that I go to bat for, Black Widow, and they have the nerve to say that that's the position. It's so intellectually lazy, it's so intellectually dishonest, and I just think it's insulting that these people are allowed to get away with making such bad arguments. And it's not even bad, it's shitty arguments nonetheless, but more importantly, they're based off positions that nobody else has. That's the fucking problem. Mountains of evidence, mountains of I mean, both major comic books, right? Companies, DC and Marvel, both of them, bro, have encyclopedias that you can buy right now that has so many characters that you could just swim through. That of different ethnic makeups, races, genders, what have you, or of a different gender. It's inexcusable to sit here and be like, you know what, in current year 2019, instead of using those characters or making a new one, what we'll do is taking a pre-established character, make a female copy of them, make a black copy of them, or something like that. Like, it's so needless, bro. It's so needless. But people act like they don't understand that. And personally, I believe they understand that. It's just they can't form an argument against it. Therefore, when you can't form an argument against a position, why not just fucking strawman it? Why not just say they have a position that they don't have? Why not say that they hate women? Why not say that they hate black people? Though they've never said that. They've never claimed that. In fact, there may be evidence to the contrary. But why argue against the point? If you see some of my comments in my videos, you'll see this. I'll say something like, hey man, these efforts, man, are stupid. Trying to gear, instead of going where the story takes you, and god damn it. Instead of going where the story takes you, you fools are literally admitting, again, all these, you got screenwriters writing this, you got all these chumps are like, look, we are prioritizing diversity. That's top priority. You're going to ruin your product every time you do that. But that's what they're doing. And when I say, look, this is dumb. This is dumb. This makes no sense. Why you're doing this is needless. You're going to ruin the product. It's going to be cornballish. When I say that, you'll get comments that say, well, why are you going to bat trying to protect all of these white men? Like, it's so fucking stupid, right? You're like, bro, whoever did that, but they can't argue against your position. They are incapable of it. They are like intellectual midgets. They are midgets. Let's just call them what they are. And I mean that in the most derogatory way. Not disrespectful to midgets. I'm just using more so midgets as metaphors because they're small. And that's what their brain is. The brains are small, right? And the amount of legitimate intellect in there, the capacity to dissect information and formulate some sort of position, they can't do it. It's small. It's insignificant. And I'm not trying to say that midgets are insignificant. Not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just using it as a metaphor. The brains are small, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. All you have to do, and all I ever expect from, I don't care if you agree with me or you disagree with me. I do not give a damn about that. All I expect, bare minimum, when it comes to argumentation, is to actually argue against someone's actual position. Not what you want them to think, not what you need them to think, not what you need them to say, what they actually said, what they actually have suggested, right? Now we can theorize and we can do all of these cool things, that's fine. But if you're going to like start attacking people's integrity, or you're going to start attacking people's overall arching theme and what they position, or the way they position their positions doesn't really make sense. But you get what I'm saying. The least you can do is have enough integrity yourself to say, okay, even if I disagree with you, or even if I agree with you, let's stick to the argument, right? These fools are incapable of doing it. They are completely incapable of doing it. And that's what irks me about the whole deal when we talk comic books, we talk MCU, and we talk all of this stuff, is because there's a bunch of people who are dishonest hacks. Period. I hope I didn't get any super chats during this stream, because I didn't see them, obviously, because I'm keeping my eyes on the road. He's yelling about midgets. Yeah, so I didn't obviously see any of these comments. Yeah, I didn't see any of this. That's the whole point of these streams. It's kind of me. It's me talking to y'all, but y'all not talking to me. Well, y'all talking to me, and y'all talk amongst yourselves, and then I stop, and then if I'm at a stoplight or something, I'll go through it. That's kind of how it works. I'm about to go work out. May have a video tonight. There's a topic that I've been asked about a lot, and I've already done a video on it, but it never hurts to update stuff. So I'm going to go in here, work out. I'm gonna be cooped up in here probably for the next 3 hours, and yeah, I am. It's full body every day, Chad. Minimum, including running. Minimum. We don't do anything but full body all day, every day. All day, every day. But y'all about to get in here, work out. May have a video dropping tonight. Appreciate everybody stop by. Till next time, homies. Midget Captain Marvel. Until next time, homies, y'all be easy, man.